gonna kind of deviate away from basketball a little bit. We have a list.
Say that all the time on each podcast.
Deviated.
No, like the whole it's always deviating from basketball. It's never any other sport.
Exactly. We deviate from what we always talk about. So we're gonna kind of rank the top 3 projected in 2018 wide receivers and running backs. So I'll cover the wide receivers, and Joel is gonna cover the running backs. So you want me to go first?
You should go first.
I'll go first.
You should go first.
So I'll start with, of course, not of course, because it's kind of a toss-up, I feel like, between Julio Jones and Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
But I'll say Julio Jones. I'll put Julio Jones first just because they purely made it to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. They did flop. They choked.
Really? I didn't hear about that.
What? Did you see this? All right, so
I was joking. Okay, I was about to be like, storyline. Like you were really, yeah.
You didn't seem sarcastic. Like,
really?
I know
I thought that was pretty obvious that I didn't know that the Falcons choked in the biggest Super Bowl.
I was gonna my mind was blown. I was like, yo,
your mind shut off for a second. Yeah, anything. That's
you didn't seem sarcastic. Like, I know your sarcasm. You're just like,
it's a whole new level of sarcasm.
Genuinely, that's another level of sarcasm. Mm-hmm. You completely fooled me. You should be an actor.
No,
you should be an actor. You completely fooled me.
Okay, all right. Let's get back to your list.
Wide receivers. Julio Jones. Yeah, he made it to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. He had like that good storyline. All right, but yeah, he made it to the Super Bowl. Choked, like I said. He had that one game where he had 400 yards.
Yeah.
So that's purely why he got
crazy numbers.
It's crazy, man. And I remember I had him in fantasy. I started him and Matty Ice, and together, because he was pretty much just throwing to Julio Jones. So together they had a crazy amount of points, which is why I got the win that week. Second, I have Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, he's the argument that he's one of the best wide receivers. I mean, maybe of today.
I would say, talented wise.
Yeah, talented wise, definitely. He just makes catching it look easy.
Though I could see why you put him at second, though. The way I would look at it, putting him at second, is because you don't know what's going to happen to Ben. He's kind of injury prone.
Exactly.
If he's not in the game, kind of hurts Brown's numbers as well as my dude's numbers. So
exactly. So having a good quarterback definitely makes a difference when it comes to wide receivers. But Ben just has to stay healthy. But that's why I would put it Antonio at number 2, because I feel like he's maybe a little bit more dependent on a good quarterback because Matty Ice isn't the best quarterback. I mean, he definitely proved it last season, honestly. But he's not. I wouldn't say he's one of the top 3. Exactly.
He's not going to be. You're for sure that you're going to get that same season out of him.
Exactly.
He's not the Aaron Rodgers,
right?
Guys.
So he's not like a set in stone top 5 quarterback. But at number 3, I have not Odell Beckham. That's all I'm going to say.
That was bad grammar. I don't know what you were doing there.
Not Odell Beckham.
I have not.
I feel like your brain just shut off.
I have not Odell Beckham.
It's not Odell Beckham.
I get that. I get it's not Odell Beckham. But go ahead.
You just ruined the whole joke. So it is Mike Evans. Mike Evans, he definitely is his rookie sophomore year.
I thought you were gonna say Mike Epps.
So I have a comedian at number 3. But yeah, Mike Evans, as a young wide receiver, he definitely pretty much carried that team, honestly. Jameis Winston is a young team, of course. So Mike Evans, with that rookie quarterback who's not even considered maybe the top 10, he's just did phenomenally, honestly. He's consistently getting numbers, catches, yards every single week. And, that's why I'm at number 3 over Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
Purely because this, his numbers have kind of been declining. They're saying he's potentially one of the best wide receivers all time, but I didn't put him at the number 3 spot projected for 2018 because I have a feeling that with Eli there, that I feel like he's not going to put up the same numbers that he has been because I feel like he's sort of in a decline.
Not to mention, now that they have this dude's name,
Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard.
Yeah, exactly. And they got another rookie.
I mean, not by him.
They got a tight end that Eli, he likes throwing tight ends also.
Exactly.
So, yeah, naturally numbers will decline.
Right. And you're going to want Brandon Marshall. He's going to want the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I kind of have him at number 4 if we were to do top 5.
Yeah. Totally makes sense.
Mike Evans. So, yeah, you can go with your running backs. Your RBs.
I'll do that. Number 1, I've got David Johnson. Reason being, great season last season. Great season last year. That sounds better.
Talking about my grammar.
Huh? I know. Yeah. As soon as I said it, I was like, let me fix this before he says something. Yeah, great season last year. I'm expecting an MVP this year. I think he's going to put up pretty big numbers.
I was surprised that he didn't get MVP last year.
Yeah.
Because I think week 1 through 16, like any game that he played in, he pretty much carried the team.
He was doing his thing. So, yeah, that's why I'm expecting MVP this year. I think Cardinals, they're definitely going to use him a lot more. They're seeing what he's capable of, and they're going to show what he's capable of.
Yeah, most people, especially fantasy coming up, they're going to try to snag him first.
Definitely.
Or him or Le'Veon Bell, pretty much.
Which goes into my second pick, Le'Veon Bell. But he goes back to what you were saying with Antonio Brown. I'm still worried about the whole Ben Roethlisberger situation. Even Bell, sometimes he has trouble with injuries. So that's why I'm like,
he has to stay off the weed also.
That too.
Yep.
Do you feel like he's learned his lesson?
Oh, so because at this point he's like 26, and I feel like by this point he should realize that his career.
He's definitely still smoking it.
Definitely.
I'm just hoping that he's doing it a little bit, smarter as far as
right,
like time wise,
right.
When it comes to, do they tell? I believe they tell them too when's the drug testing getting done, which is even worse.
If that's the case, then how do you get caught?
Yeah,
I can't. I have
if you get caught and they tell you when it's gonna be, like, you just look stupid at that situation.
You just wanted to get caught.
Like, I feel like I've heard that before. I can picture Stephen A. saying, like, they tell you when it's gonna happen and you still get caught. That's a bad
I can imagine him like, yo, I want to go on vacation. Like, forget these first 3 games.
Yeah, that's true. And you don't get paid though. That's
he's still getting.
I know.
Bread.
You're missing out on $40,000 compared to $20 million. But number 3. Going to go to Ezekiel Elliott. Great season, of course, his first time around. I'm expecting good things again second time around. Don't want him to have good things second time around because, I'm a Giants fan, so obviously I wouldn't want that against my team.
Of course.
Pretty excited for opening day. But judging on his numbers alone, he's got the same offensive line, so I think he should be pretty good again.
Definitely. Like, I give the offensive line the credit, not all the credit there, but as a young running back, immediately, like, he translated from his success in college all the way to the NFL. And he made it look easily, honestly. But I feel like the Cowboys made it look easily. You know what messed me up?
We should start writing it down. Like, that should be.
Just need to take a grammar class. But yeah, he made it look easy, honestly. I didn't hear what you said.
Keep going.
So he definitely he's definitely looking. He has a bright. He made it look easily. He has a bright future, honestly, and he definitely can help the sacks
on parent-teacher conferences.
All right, we're done.
He talks a little bit too much in class, but he has a bright future. Definitely him and Dak Prescott. They definitely want to overcome that sophomore hump. It's that same thing with music. Where it's like, is he going to be able to come out with that second album as good as his first one? So you have the expectations ahead of you. You want to rise to those expectations. So I think they'll do good.
Let's hope
want them to do good.
You don't want them to.
But I think they'll do good.
Yeah, like I honestly want them because, I have a team, but I technically don't have a team because I'm a Jets fan. Like my whole family is Jets
pretty much
fans.
Nets situation right now,
Yeah, so, at that point last season, I wanted to see the Cowboys do well just because I was a big fan of Dak and Elliott being so young and dominating.
I really wanted them to win that Green Bay game.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely did. And I was
especially the way they lost. It was just ridiculous.
Right. I was in a bar and I remember there was this one guy just like he thought they had it. He just kept like circling the bar, like yeah.
Usual Cowboys fans.
Exactly.
Stuff.
Yeah. Complete silent. Yeah. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for today. We covered Paul George.
We covered Paul Chris. Wow.
Damn, we didn't even stick to George Paul.
I didn't want to stick to George Paul, but now that I'm saying that Paul Chris
George
and
Paul
George,
Chris. Wow.
Yeah. We covered a good amount of things. It's pretty quick, pretty simple. I like this. This is pretty good.
This is good. Yeah. All right. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment if you want, and take care. We'll see you next week. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow.
That was good.